Hello, everybody, and today we're going to talk about the sequel to the original Godzilla movie, Godzilla Rights Again, also known as Godzilla's Counterattack. And let's talk about the plot, and then we'll talk about the movie later. So the plot's about it's about a guy who went on the island to search for his friend, and then at the same time another Godzilla appeared, but this time there's a new monster called Angura, Anguirus, or yeah, I'm just gonna go Anguirus. Anguirus, yeah, I'm gonna go Anguirus because the name is kind of overwhelming for me. And also, both monsters fought until they went to plunge the ocean. Both of them reported to the scientists, including Doctor Imane, and they both talk about the original Godzilla attack, and then they have plans to stop both monsters from destroying Tokyo, also including to stop them for destroying Osaka. And also, they both plan to lure Godzilla using flares to keep. Well, the monster begins. Godzilla begins to reappear in Osaka, and then people freaking out, think it's gonna destroy Osaka. But until they send the flares away, they're on relief that Godzilla's gonna just go away or something for some reason. But when Anguirus shows up, both monsters begin dealing on Osaka and just causing wrecking shit up and just killing and just beating the shit out of each other. Until Godzilla just killed Anguirus by just just knock him out and by just knocking him out onto the pagoda and then just biting him on his neck and then kill him with his atomic breath until Godzilla leaves Osaka in ruins until the military began new plans to stop the new Godzilla by luring him into an island of ice and trapping him. They sent jets and everything they could to stop Godzilla. Well, Godzilla, yeah, he just got imprisoned in a bunch of ice. And yeah, that's the whole movie. So my opinion about the movie is it's okay. It's not as bad. It's still not great. It's still not great by any means. But I kind of agree with him because this movie is not great. Well, I mean, the action sequences are good, but it's kind of dull and it's completely dull and just get a lot get going to the action sequences and for the highlights of the movie. And also, new monster and Geras is actually a really decent monster. It's not that bad. It's a good thing that we have another kaiju in it that to fight the king of the monster himself. And also, as for Godzilla, well, yeah, Godzilla is okay for me, but it still kind of looks really goofy for me. Well, the original Godzilla costume is actually really creepy and menacing. As for this movie, it looks super it looks kind of it's really goofy in the movie. And as for the characters, they're actually pretty dull as well. Well, Doctor Imani is actually okay in the movie. It's a good thing that Imani finally returned to do another to stick around for another sequel. For a sequel. Yeah, for a sequel. But that doesn't save the rest of the movie because it's kind of dull. There's a lot of random shit that we didn't care about, like the prison escape. I mean, there's a subplot between a transport full of crooks in it, and then when they escaped, it caused a consequence that Godzilla get returned back onto Osaka. And yeah, this movie get takes a lot to get going, and it's pretty dull and boring. Well, yeah, this movie is actually okay for me, but it's still not great. It's an okay one. It's not that bad, but it's also kind of boring and dull, and takes a lot to get going, and etc. And also, I'm gonna get this movie 6 out of 10. It's not that bad, but it's still not a great. It's still not great by any means. And also, there's an American cut. There's an American cut of the movie That's definitely the most they like has one of the stupidest titles in movie history. Gigantus the Fire Monster. Well, yeah, I definitely respect the people who loved the American Cup, the American Cup one. But for me, it's probably not great because people will like get confused thinking that this is like some kind of standalone monster movie. And I definitely prefer the original Japanese version because it has Godzilla's title in it and it takes place some kind of sequel to the original movie because instead of just a standalone movie, they just like use the yeah, I just like prefer the original Japanese version better because especially some kind of direct follow up to the original movie because it doesn't have all those gigantus and everything they have in the American cut because it's probably not bad not better than the American cut because the American cut's not that great because it's really stupid that they just changed the name to Gigantus because really, really, are you kidding me? That's actually one of the stupidest idea that some company in the USA just ever did to this movie because should just call it Godzilla Raids again instead of just calling Gigantus a fire monster for some reason. And yeah, this movie I literally prefer. I just watched the movie on non-public domain, but on the internet, and I prefer to watching the Japanese version better than the original, better than the American one. And yes, this movie is probably this movie's probably not bad, but still kind of boring to get going. Well, yeah, the fight scenes are like faster paced, but it's still like really entertaining and etc. But this movie is actually very dull and boring and etc. And that's the whole movie, and that's my opinion about the movie. So that's it for today. Be sure to like, subscribe, and have a good day.